When I was growing up, my mom always used to be like, Nicholas, there's a hair. Get a hair. I feel a hair on the back of my arm, or I feel a hair on me. And I'd be like searching, and I'd be like, here it is, I got it. And I never really understood how frustrating that was until I had long hair. And I was like, I got a hair somewhere. So. Welcome to Cooking in Quarantine. My name is Nicholas Nieblis. Camera person Lael Nieblis, my 12-year-old daughter. We're gonna make sushi today. Yay! I'm gonna put like an applause behind that. So it's gonna be like, the first thing and the most important thing, the sushi rice. Let's go through our ingredients for the sushi rice so we can just get that all out. You can just be like, bam, 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 right with me, okay? First things first, we need a tablespoon measurement, a cup measurement, kosher salt, rice wine vinegar, granulated sugar. You can have sushi rice or short grain rice. I haven't tried to make sushi with long grain rice before, but I assume it would probably work. I think it probably sticks together better and has something to do with starch content. I don't know, but try it with long grain. Why not? Do with what you got. So what I have is I got a little mesh strainer and a bowl, and I have 4 cups of rice. It's gonna make 8 cups of cooked rice, which that's a lot, but there's a lot of people in this family. So most of the things I cook, I'm pretty sure there's just gonna be way more than you need unless you have a family of 7 like I do. Let's bring this over to the sink, rinse it out. Which can do if you got a little one of these, wanna do this action right here. So we're rinsing the rice until the water runs clear. All right, that is probably pretty good. We're gonna go straight over to the straight over to the rice cooker. Right? I have an Instant Pot. You may use a rice cooker or whatever, just cook it on your rice setting with equal parts water. 4 cups of water. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Put this bad boy on there. Set it to the rice setting. Now what we can do is we're gonna make and set aside the seasoning for the rice. Okay, so that's just gonna be, we're just gonna make that in here. It's gonna be 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of salt. That's 1, 2 tablespoons of salt. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not gonna use these at all anymore. Clean up as you go, folks. Makes things so much simpler. Also, I wanted to do this. I just got this today. I don't drink scotch at all. I never really drink this stuff, but I know somebody out there would be proud of me for expanding my horizons. So today I'm gonna have myself a little bit of Lismore Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey. I picked it up at Trader Joe's today. Haven't been to Trader Joe's in a while. It's a heavy pour because I'm at home. Let's see how this goes. I want to finish this next, but I'm gonna drink this first. Actually smells kind of good. Okay. It doesn't immediately taste like I'm licking dirt, but it's kind of sweet. I don't know how to describe scotch. It's scotch. It's pretty good, I guess. 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're done with this, and we're done with this. Now we need to whisk. Whisk. All right, we get started with this. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds to a minute. Heat it up just a little bit. That sugar and salt is gonna dissolve and come together, make a nice little syrup that you're gonna pour over the rice once the rice is done cooking. What else? Now, let's prep our vegetables. These are all rinsed off. I gotta peel our cucumber. Hate peeling. Found this peeler on Amazon. As far as peelers are concerned, best purchase ever. Well, you can do this action too. You can go back, forth, advanced technique. Just heard that beep. Let's get that dissolved. Let that sit. I'm gonna come back and stir that some more. Get all this cucumber junk. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try, I've seen them do this. I don't know if I can do it right because we don't really want the seeds in there, but we want the outside. There's a couple different ways we can try doing this. Why don't we try the first way first and then we can try another way. We'll see. So what I wanna try and do is kind of get my blade kind of right in there like that. Almost like peel. It's not easy, folks. I'll tell you that. Okay, so it's kind of what you want to do is like do that all the way around and make like a big sheet and then you cut strips like that. I'm not that skilled yet with doing it like this. I've only tried it like twice. So what you can do is just cut yourself some nice, you know, stuff like that, a bunch of those, and then cut your cucumber into little strips. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's great. You're just cooking at home. I'll make it easier on yourself. Actually flip it over, go on the flat side. Obviously, come on, Nick, get it together. Once you start rolling everything out, you really don't need all that much to put inside of the sushi roll. Could probably get some more out of that. But honestly, this is difficult work, so I'm just gonna keep trucking along. All right, we're gonna stack these up. Oh, it's too short anyway. That one too. All right, now, as I like to do, I'm gonna grab a plate, because I like to put my stuff on it. Now our carrots, do we peel them? The outside of the carrot can tend to be a little bitter. You can peel it if you want. You know, just a light peel. I hear the Instapot making some noise, making some sounds. It means it's working. All right, putting all of our trash in like one spot. Sugar's dissolved, the salt's still kind of trying to dissolve just a little bit. That's fine, give it a little stir. All right, carrot time. We use the whole carrot. What we can do is we kind of cut, let's say if we just maybe cut it in half first to give ourselves a flat surface to work with. See how that turns out. And then just give ourselves some strips. Like we've talked about before, it's all about the mouthfeel. For example, you should have all your carrots the same size. You should have all your cucumbers the same size. There's some varying that you can do, but you know, if you're eating potatoes and all the potatoes are like this size, and then all of a sudden you eat another potato that's that size, you're gonna be kind of like, oh, what was that? Same thing with onion or cucumber, carrot, tomato, all that kind of stuff. So you got to think about these things when you're cooking. What's gonna not just taste good, but also feel good chewing. Maybe if I shape the carrot first, I can kind of go at it this way. I don't think so, and I think I'm probably gonna cut myself if I keep trying. So give it a break, Nick. So what I did this way, this is a better way to do it. I made it all harder for myself when I was doing those ones. When you have a round thing, shave a little off the bottom, give yourself a flat surface. So this way, now we can go at it, make bigger pieces, make it easier to dice. This is difficult work, man. Vegetables. Figure out which one of these is gonna be the best one. I don't think I need all three. This is the one, the chosen one. Check this out. When you're dealing with an avocado, what you wanna do is you wanna put the blade in there, okay? And then turn the avocado. Don't turn the blade, because if you move the blade, you can risk hurting yourself. Turn the avocado around, pop, pop, twist. Perfect avocado. And then you grab your avocado, fingers behind there, your knife, pop it into the top, and then give it a twist. Seed comes out. Use the back of your thumb and finger to release it. Works every time. Then I'm going to quarter the avocado. We're gonna peel the avocado and then slice the avocado. I learned how to peel avocados when I worked at Red Robin. Red Robin. Yum. I also learned that in the kitchen you often play soccer with the avocado seed. Not so much soccer as that the seed just gets kind of like kicked across the kitchen. I'm sure management wouldn't really like that very much, or the customers also wouldn't like to know that the wait staff and kitchen staff were all messing around kicking an avocado seed. I don't know, man, gotta do something back there. Now I'm looking for slices. Avocado slices. If you look at the avocado, it's got all this support back here and right here on these sides. So if you start cutting over here, you're gonna get to here and you're gonna lose this support and this is gonna flatten out. But if you start cutting on this side, then you are gonna have and maintain that support the whole time. Nice little trick. See how it doesn't collapse like that? Put that right there. Let's do a little cleanup. Huh, pal? Yeah, buddy. Do a little bit of cleanup. Did I mention clean as you go? Avocado kind of gets all over your stuff. So if you don't want avocado on your green onions, you shouldn't mind if you're cooking at home. But if you're cooking for other people, I don't like there to be pieces of food on other food unless it's intentional. I think that that's important. I don't want to find just like a random piece of avocado on my green onion if I wasn't expecting to have avocado. It's kind of like getting a French fry in your onion rings or an onion ring in your French fries, but then that's like more special because you're like, ooh, this, not so much. Yes. At least for the Instapot, once the rice is done, you let the steam naturally release. So I think now that it's done, it's just gonna do its thing. Plate with the rest of our veggies. All right, great, wonderful. So for the crab, we're gonna use some mayo and sriracha for the spicy crab and just mayo for the normal crab. So we're gonna make the normal crab first in the food processor, super simple. If you don't have a food processor, get a food processor. It's 100% necessary item. It's not like the deep fryer, which is not 100% necessary, but I have it anyway. We went through a lot of sushi last time we ate it, so I had doubled it up. Got more crab. Imitation crab, because my son is allergic to shellfish. Oh, hold on, shoot. This has extracts of blue crab and snow crab. Emery can't have this. That sucks for Emery. But he can have the salmon ones. Now, I don't know a proper measurement for the amount of mayo that you should add to this. I just kind of eyeball it. You don't want it to be too wet. You just want it to be just right. I'm guessing probably about a tablespoon, and then we can go from there. A heaping tablespoon. And we're just gonna pulse. And that's about right, that's it. 1 tablespoon to about, what is that, 8 ounces imitation crab. Okay, and then we're gonna put it into a bowl in the side, and then we're gonna put it in the fridge to chill for just a little bit while we prepare the rest of the ingredients. All right, see how it kind of chopped it up, but it's not super fine. There's still some chunk in there. That's what you want. It's imitation crab meat. We're not at the Ritz here, folks. You do what works, and California rolls, super easy. Now we're gonna make the spicy crab. Put food processor back on there, put the blade back on there, get your other crab, 8 ounces of imitation crab, break it up just a little bit, just to spread it around. Heaping tablespoon of mayo, and then we are done with the mayo. When you're adding the sriracha, you could use a little bit less mayo to make up for the sriracha wetness. It's not that big of a deal. I just kind of give an eyeball to it. I like spicy. Make it as spicy or not spicy as you want. There we go. Super easy, super quick. Now we are done with the food processor. And then we're gonna set this aside to chill as well. So 10 minutes up. Looks like our 10 minutes is up on the rice. Awesome. Then into the fridge. Into the fridge. Our rice is cooked. Now while it is hot, we're gonna add our mixture here and then fold it in. So a fold, you might know this from baking, is where you kind of go from the side to the middle and then set it over to the side like that. You don't want to bust up those pieces. You don't want to move it around too much. You really just want to incorporate the rice, vinegar, sugar, and salt, and then we let it cool. And then one of the last things we're gonna do is we're gonna cook up some salmon. We got some salmon here. It's from frozen, it's fine. But if you have some nice fresh salmon that you know is like just from really close to you and all that kind of stuff, eat it raw, man. Put it on there raw, delicious. But the frozen stuff, it's gone too long. I'm gonna cook it. Use a flat pan. Put it on a medium-high heat. So I'm gonna season this with a little bit of, this stuff right here, baby. This will change your life. Spicy chili crisp, lauganma. I don't know how to say it. It's like fermented soybeans and chili flake. It smells delicious. It adds such a great flavor to like any kind of anything, really. Put it on vegetables, like that's all you need. Just that, tablespoon of that on a handful of vegetables. Delicious. A little bit of spice to it. Not too much spice at all. Medium-high heat on the pan, a little olive oil. So we're gonna use the whole pan surface. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of this on everything. Then we're gonna toss it together with my fingers, with our fingers, with my fingers. Just kind of rub that chili. You know what, also? A little bit of soy sauce. Doing like a quick marinade here. Not gonna marinate for very long. We're gonna go straight to the pan with it. We're gonna try and keep these long pieces together because when we're rolling the sushi roll, we wanna, kind of line it all up. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? The pan's getting hot. You can usually tell how hot your pan is based on how the oil moves. If it's moving slow across your pan, it's not hot enough yet. But if it starts moving kind of fast and it's covering everything really quickly, it's getting ready. So we're about there. Try and get this and try and not break it. Tongs? Tongs. Tongs are another essential kitchen tool. I mean, they basically act like little fingers, so, you know, things you can't do with a fork or a spoon or a spatula. It's pretty great. Just checking it, make sure it's kind of not sticking to the pan there. People make the mistake of moving food that you're cooking like this too much. What you want to do is you want to let that one side cook halfway through, and then when it's ready, you flip it over, let the other side cook. That way, you get that heat staying on that one side so it really caramelizes. And then we're gonna flip these. So you're gonna see, hopefully, a good amount of color on some of these. There we go. So that's kind of color we're looking for right there. We don't wanna overcook. Probably just gonna leave that on there for another minute or two and let that come around. Let's give this another stir while we're waiting. Ah, it broke apart. That'll be a taster piece. Put this to the side to cool down. We're just about ready to assemble. First, I wanna wrap our sushi rolling mat in plastic wrap. Ooh, fresh, brand new. How is this supposed to work? Oh, I see. Let's try and make this work. I'm assuming we just kind of try and make it tight. Try and get it to cover the whole mat. Because the idea is we want to make it to where the sushi rice isn't going to stick to our rolling mat. Yeah, let's do it this way. Which way did I roll it last time? Let's go this way. All right. I think we are ready to plate. Get yourself a little bowl of water, get your crab out, and your seaweed. This stuff is just, it's ready, it's pre-toasted, it's ready to go, really easy to work with. First thing we're gonna do is put the rice on this. We're trying to do very thin rice, as like kind of little rice as possible. We're gonna dip our hands in the water, get our hands wet, and grab some rice, okay? It's still kind of really hot. So I'm gonna try and do my best here. Probably should let the rice cool down a little bit more. I'm not the best at this, you know? I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of guessing as I go along, but somehow it tastes good. So what we're trying to do is just make a really thin layer of rice. Be liberal with your spreading of the rice. Really push it out, you know? Make a big kind of square, because we're gonna set the seaweed on top of the rice. Sort of, yeah. So you kind of want to make a square like that. It's not going to be perfect. You can kind of push these little pieces in a little bit. If you want to fuss with it, go with it. Do what you want to do. And then take one of these sushi papers right here, like that. Either way, right? Boom. And what you actually probably should do is keep a little rice open on one side so that it has something to stick to when it gets over. Take ourselves some crab meat. You don't want to do too much, like I said. You really just want to do kind of a very small amount. Carrot, a couple pieces there. A cucumber. Pieces in there, piece in there, right? Our avocado, one there. And then we roll, okay? We're gonna take this over like this, kind of keep all this stuff inside and press down as we're rolling, okay? And bring this sushi roll forward. And as we roll, go like that, make sure it's nice and tight. They use more plastic wrap at the sushi bar. I know they do. I think it's because it makes it easier to cut. So I'm gonna try that, all right? I'm trying. So we're gonna cut in half first, right? And we're gonna cut in half here. Whoop. I'm gonna cut in half here. And these are just huge rolls. So we're gonna cut each of these in half as well. And then, yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. There's your California rolls. I'm gonna do a spicy crab and salmon rice. Grab one of these, and we'll take a piece of salmon, place another piece of salmon right there, and our spicy crab, kind of lay it along right side. Cucumbers, carrots for that crunch, and we're gonna go with avo in there as well. And then we roll. Let's see how it goes. I'm trying to keep this stuff all kind of really tucked in over here. Give it that roll and then pull this out, really tuck it in. Hi. This is Nick here. The camera died, so I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the episode like this. The main thing to remember about sushi is whatever you put into it, roll it tight, cut it up, and you're good to go. As long as you get the whole rice thing down, just cut some stuff up, throw it into it, and you got yourself a roll. It's just a whole lot of fun. Let the kids do it, all that kind of stuff like we did, you know. And that's it. Like, subscribe, tune in for more episodes and other cool stuff on this same channel. My name is Nicholas Nieblas. Thank you very much.